Shabbat Shalom. I just want to welcome everyone to the Sabbath Day conference call. And this is Barbara serving as your host today. And Brother Pete is here as your co-host.
Yes, and I too am excited to have you with us today for this material.
Well, our title is a question. Can man change the first day of the week? Can he change it to Saturday, Sunday, Monday? Can man do that? Well, yeah, here's another question. Is man in charge of calculating the week and which day the week starts?
Ancient cultures had different week lengths, including 10 days in Egypt and 8-day week for the Etruscans. Etruscans were an ancient civilization in ancient Italy. The Etruscan week was adopted by the ancient Romans, but they later moved to a 7-day week, which had spread across Western Asia and the Eastern Mediterranean due to the influence of the Christian 7-day week, which itself was rooted in the Judeo 7-day week. In 321 AD, Emperor Constantine officially decreed a 7-day week in the Roman Empire, including making Sunday a public holiday. This later spread across Europe and then the rest of the world. Reference given below.
So for centuries, Rome started its own week, and it started on Saturn Day, which is now known as Saturday, and then later their week started on Sunday, and that took over as the first day of the week. Well, as you may know, all our names of the weeks are pagan. And so the question is, are the days of the week named after pagan gods? Yes. And here they're listed for you if you want to go back and look at them. Sun, Moon, Q, Woden, Thor, Freba, Saturn.
According to the international standard, that is the ISO 8601, Monday is considered the first day of the week. What is the ISO? ISO 8601 is an international standard covering the worldwide exchange and communication of date and time-related data. It is maintained by the International Organization for Standardization, otherwise known as the ISO, and was first published in 1988. The standard provides a well-defined, unambiguous method for representing calendar dates and times in worldwide communications, especially to avoid misinterpreting numeric dates and times when such data is transferred between countries with different conventions for writing numeric dates and times.
Okay, so Monday is the moon's day. Monday is the first day of the week, as Brother Pete just read, according to the international standard ISO 8601. But in the U.S., Canada, and Japan, it's counted as the second day of the week. So the naming of Monday, the English word Monday is derived from Old English and means the moon's day. Middle English, Monday or moon day. And then also it's day of the moon for Latin and Greek.
Most of Europe and China consider Monday the first day of the work week, while North America, Israel, South Asia, and many Catholic and Protestant countries consider Sunday the first day of the week, while Saturday is judged as the first day of the week in much of the Middle East, Israel excluded, and North Africa due to the Islamic influence. Other regions are mixed, but typically observe either Sunday or Monday as the first day.
So Monday is the first day of the week, and it's in brown here on the map for you. First day of the week, Mondays are Russia, Europe, India, parts of Africa, Australia, New Zealand, and the Pacific Islands. And here are calendars for you, showing here is a whole year calendar for 2024, showing Monday as the first day of the week. And over here is a smaller month of May, showing Monday as the first day of the week in the UK.
If Monday is the official beginning of the week, that would put Sunday as the seventh day of the week. What do Adventists and Saturday Sabbatarians do when Sunday, in where the place that they live, is their seventh day of their week on the Gregorian calendar?
You can see over here on the chart, I want you to know that this is an Adventist calendar. It's by the Seventh-day Adventist Church, and it shows day 1 of the week as Monday. But guess what? That puts Sunday as the 7th day of the week on their calendar. So we were all trained to look for the 7th day on a Gregorian calendar. But now, if you're in the UK, and many thousands and millions of Adventists are keeping Saturday on the 6th day of a Gregorian calendar. Okay, here are the countries with Saturday as the first day of the week, and they're in green. Muslims around the world consider Saturday as the beginning of the week, because we know their holy day is Friday. And here is their calendar for the whole year of 2024, and it will show Muslims having Saturday as the beginning of their week. And this calendar is read vertically, so it does look a little bit different, and it shows Saturday as the first day of their week. Well, how about Sunday? We're more familiar with this calendar. The Sunday, the first day of the week, all the countries are in blue. Israel, China, Japan, South Asia, North America, Canada, Brazil, most of South America, and many Catholic and Protestant countries. And here's a sample calendar of Sunday as the first day of the week. And for those of us here in the United States, this is what we're familiar with. And actually, Saturday was placed as day 7 many years ago with Constantine. We're going to get to that. But we've been following the calendar as the Gregorian calendar when we were told that that was the Sabbath. Sunday is the first day of the week here in blue. And this shows a whole calendar for 2024, Sunday as the first day of the week. And then here's our month of May. That's starting up tomorrow. We'll be starting May 1st. So the month of May showing Sunday as the first day of the week. Well, what does the Bible say? When is the first day of the week in the Bible? Well, the first day of the first week is here in Scripture.
And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. Genesis 1:5.
So here's a pattern that was established at creation, the first day of the week, and that's Genesis 1:3-5, the first day of the week. And then we have the first day, the second day, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and the seventh day. The Sabbath is placed there. So New Moon Day is always counted as day 1 of every month. So in week 1 here, the first day of the work week follows New Moon Day. And the remaining 3 first days for the work weeks follow the next 3 Sabbaths. And the Sabbaths are always the 8th, 15th, 22nd, and 29th. Okay, well, The spring feasts are going to tell us about the first day of the week. Here is Leviticus 23, 4 through 8.
These are the feasts of Yahweh, even holy convocation, which ye shall proclaim in their season. In the 14th day of the first month at Eden is Yahweh's Pesach, Passover. And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread unto Yahweh. 7 days ye must eat unleavened bread. In the first day you shall have a holy convocation. You shall do no servile work therein, but you shall offer an offering made by fire unto Yahweh 7 days. In the 7th day is a holy convocation. You shall do no servile work therein. And Yahweh spoke unto Moshe, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When ye be come into the land which I give unto you, and ye shall reap the harvest thereof, then ye shall bring a sheaf of the firstfruits of your harvest in unto the priest, and he shall wave the sheaf before Yahweh to be accepted for you. On the morrow after the Sabbath, the priest shall wave it.
Okay, so verse 7 says it would be at the first day of the week would be wave sheaf. And this calendar shows the Passover month. And the verses said Passover was the 14th, Sabbath the 15th, when Yeshua was in the ground, actually, too. And then first fruits, the 16th, is the first day of the week. In 1 Corinthians 15:20.
But now is Messiah risen from the dead, and become the firstfruits of them that slept.
So we know that Yeshua was in the grave on the 14th, keeping with the prophecies about Passover, Sabbath. He rested in the grave, and the first day of the week was the 16th, and he was the first fruits.
Mark 16:1 and 2. And when the Sabbath was past, Mary Magdalene and Mary the mother of James and Salome had brought sweet spices that they might come and anoint him. And very early in the morning, the first day of the week, they came unto the sepulchre at the rising of the sun.
First day of the week, again, is the day after the Sabbath, and it is the 16th in this case. You can see how the first days of each week line up here. Well, the manna and the Sabbath, and it actually points out more about the Father's calendar. In the manna story, Yahweh was setting up his work week and his holy Sabbath. Because we know here is a sample of Israel's calendar. There's a work week. The work week is day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the Sabbath.
Starting on the 16th day of the month, Yahweh provided food for the Israelites. On the 7th day, after the 15th Sabbath, he did not provide any manna, showing that the 22nd day of the month was a Sabbath. The first day manna fell was the sign by Yahweh that the 16th day of the month was ordained by him to be the first work day of the week.
So there you can read it, the whole story, Exodus 16, and also we did a video about the manna and the Sabbath, but it shows you the first day of the week is the 16th. And here is another sample of what it looks like. The 16th is the first day of the week when manna started. So can man change the first day of the week? Well, man has been changing their man-made calendars for centuries, even before Yeshua was born. And here we know there was a Roman calendar, and then Julius Caesar had the Julian calendar created in 46 BC without going by the phases of the moon. And then the Gregorian calendar was established by the Roman Catholic Pope Gregory. It is named after the Pope. The Gregorian calendar was established in 1582. And so actually our calendar on the wall is only 442 years old when you do the math. And that's not very long. And we thought it was forever. We thought it went all the way back to creation. But these are some of your man-made calendars that have existed. So the Creator's calendar in the heavens can never be changed by man. The first day of each week was established at creation. It's not a first day of the week that a man can make or change or appoint. He appointed all these days for us. And in Malachi 3:6, he says, "For I am Yahweh, I change not." So to access more information about the Creator's Sabbath and all the days of the week, the days of the Sabbath are on the 8th, 15th, 22nd, 29th. And this feast days go along with all of those dates, and all the Scripture does in the first days of the week. You can find out much more on our website, lunarsabbathday.com. So thank you for being here today.